Well, ladies and gentlemen, I finally got the ZX Spectrum out that I bought from Doncaster Video Game Market, and I fired it up, tested it, and yeah, it works. I've done the old 10 print, loads of names, 20 go to 10, and scroll, there we go, she's scrolling. And I've got some YouTubers' names on there. Have a look. See if you can see yourself. Scroll. Scroll. So yeah, it's working fine and dandy. I've only got it on my little Philips TX. It's a black and white telly. I bought that off eBay quite a while ago, and just to test my old game systems and what have you. So I do apologise about the light, but it's early morning and there's no natural light really coming through. So yeah, that's that. And also, if you remember me telling you, I had a Metal Gear Solid limited edition PlayStation 4. Well, that's been put away because I've now got a white PS4, and what I've done is I've shuffled it up right to this side of the TV cabinet, and I've got the PlayStation 3 next to it, and there's now a bit of space here for the PS1 and the PS2 when I dig them out from my lockup, and that's going to be a little bit of a games room, if you like. It's going to be my PlayStation museum. So yeah, hopefully sometime this week or at the weekend I'm going to go at lockup and dig those two out and get them hooked up. So that should be all set up by then. So yeah, right, let's get on to the pickups video. So hello everyone. So yeah, I'm chuffed to bits with the Spectrum working. I mean, I never really doubted that it won't work, but sometimes you just never know. But yeah, it works fine. I've given it a little bit of a clean up. I haven't stripped it down or anything like that. There's no need anyway, because you know it were in pristine condition. But yeah, I've just given it an antibacterial wipe and dried it off, and then I've given it a coat of, well, it's bumper shine for cars, what I call bumper shine. It's like back to black, and that's what I use on consoles and stuff, especially plastics, even though the Spectrum is it's a metal casing, I believe, but yeah, it just brings a shine back to the consoles. But yeah, as well, like I've just shown you, I got the PS4 white. I was going to get just the black one. I saw one at £195. It had Red Dead Redemption with it. It wasn't a limited edition or anything, it's just a black console with the game. But it did state on the box it's Red Dead Redemption 2. And the last time I was at CEX, that was the one that I picked out. When I went back, obviously they've had new stock in, and there was the white PS4 on top of it, exactly the same price. So I asked to have a look at it, check that it was a white controller with it. Yeah, everything's fine, so I had that. I used my CEX vouchers. I think I had about £240 left on the vouchers, so I got that. In fact, I got some games and I got that PS4. I did actually have to put about £15 towards everything, but that was fine. And it's set up now. The only thing, and I didn't check it in store because I didn't really think much about it, is where is it? The controller charging cable. That was what they sent me, what they put in the box, and it's not a PS4 one. It's not a PS4 control charger. What I did was I bought one off eBay, and I bought a white one because this is a grey anyway. This wouldn't really matched with a white PlayStation and the white controller. So I bought a white one, and I got a 2 metre one for that little bit of extra length. So yeah, that's up and running. Like I said, it's going to be my mini PlayStation museum. Yeah, my little games room. I'm gradually taking over. Don't tell the wife though. So next, I'm just going to do a little bit of community news. And I'll start with my good friend Gernaldinho. Please check out his channel. He's doing a journey to 1 million gamers score on the Xbox. On his Xbox One, I think it is. And at the moment he stands at 400,000. So, you know, he's getting there. I think I commented on his video, I don't know how he finds the time to play all the games that he does. But fair play to you. I wish I did have the time. I've actually been playing Rage on the PS3. That were recommended by Roller X Core. He'd played it recently. And yeah, I must admit, Eddie, I started well and I got into it. And then I hit the part where you're having to win the races to get certificates to advance, and it kind of ruined it for me. I just want the first person aspect of it. Not that I don't like racing games. I just don't like a game that breaks something up like that. A first person shooter, I just want to be able to... Yeah, I've kind of lost interest a little bit. It's still in the PS3. It's still there, so I may go back to it. It's just that for me, it's broke up that rhythm, if you like. But yeah, I mean, up to that, a fantastic game. Speaking of Roller X Score, Eddie from Roller X Score, he's just released a car boot video. Hey mate, what's in your boot? And he's picked up some really good stuff. I must be the worst car booter in the world because I can never find anything. Not really, and nothing like the quality that he's been picking up. And he picked up some Nintendo pumps trainers. I mean, I wish I could drop on something like that, but I can't. And he also picked up some little box video game characters. I think there was Crash, Sonic, and something else. But yeah, real good find. A blue Nintendo DS, Furbies. God, them Furbies. I believe they're like a little creature, furry creature, weren't they? And I think they talked back to you. I think they learned. Did they learn? And they learnt new words and stuff like that. But yeah, he picked up some really good stuff from his recent car boot jaunts. So yeah, that's Roller X Core. And lastly, David Retro plays games badly. He's been playing Thrust on the BBC Micro. What a machine. We had them at school for computer studies, and although we don't think we played Thrust, Chucky Egg were the main game. And also they were like a sweet shop management kind of game. It was very basic, and I think you had to sell sweets or something like that, lemonade. I can't quite remember what it was. It was a very basic selling game. But yeah, I loved watching that, watching him play Thrust. And he linked to a guy who's also played it incredibly well. God knows how we were able to control that with such precision. But yeah, interesting to see. And then he's just released a huge retro game pickup with a lot of Spectrum. He'd done one a couple of weeks before that, I think, a week or two before that, and again a load of Spectrum pickups. So yeah, please go check out those guys. Gernaldinho, I'm probably pronouncing it wrong still. Roller X Core, and David Retro plays games badly. Right, onto the pickups, and like I said, all these were bought with the rest of my vouchers, and like I said, I put a little bit of cash towards it all, but it was nothing much. So I'll start with the PS4 pickups. I like to have a look and see if any titles have come down in price and are you know, selling pretty cheap. And I don't know why I left the stickers on these. I have on the PS3 ones anyway. First we've got Just Cause 3. Not sure what kind of game this is. Whether it's like a Uncharted type of game, maybe. Anyway, that's the back. No leaflets or anything with it. And then PES 2017, the rival to FIFA, as we all know. Again, no leaflets or inlays or anything. I'm sure I've said it before, and I'm sure other people have said it. They don't really get them with PS4 now. Maybe a couple of advert leaflets or safety leaflets, perhaps. And lastly, for the PS4, we've got Shadow of Mordor. I'm sure my wife's daughter has played this through. She said it's quite a decent game. Yeah, we've got some leaflets in with this one. And that's it for the PS4. So, before I go on to the rest of the PlayStation, I should have done these first, really. I managed to pick up a couple of, I think these point and click adventures, and this one is Evil Days of Luckless John. I know these were 50p each, and I do know that. Where we took stickers off a mobile PS3, I don't know. And that was quite a fun game, actually. So that's the Evil Days of Luckless John. And then Missed V. I can never remember what the Roman numeral equivalents are. Is it 5? End of Ages. The Mist series are a very popular game for the PC. I think they're both complete. I'm sure they are. So back to the PlayStation and onto the PS3. So this one is Black Site, and I took the stickers off these yet. That were £1.50. It's a first person shooter, and I'm keen to try this out. Actually, it looks good. That's Black Site. Then we've got Darksiders 2. It's covered in stickers. Darksiders 2. I've never played the Darksiders. No, nothing in that one. Then we've got Tomb Raider Underworld. I've never really been a fan of Tomb Raiders, and I think it's the original ones that kind of put me off. I think now they're more like the Uncharted series, but I've just never got into them. I probably should give the new ones a try, because I do like Uncharted, so if it's similar to that, there's no reason why I shouldn't like it. Next we've got, no idea what that is, Final Fantasy XIII. That's Final Fantasy, that's complete. Nice little booklet in there, quite a thick booklet actually. And then we've got Final Fantasy XIII -2. God knows what all these little extra numbers mean. Is it a sequel to a sequel? But yeah, Final Fantasy XIII-2 complete. Little sticker on the manual there. I'll try and get that off if I can. So they're the PS3 pickups. Now on to the PS2. So this was £10 actually. I know it's airing on the side of expensive, but it's a Capcom Classics collection and there's some good games on there. 1942, 1943, Ghosts and Goblins, Ghouls and Ghosts, Gunsmoke. It's got a couple of Street Fighters and a few I've not really heard of, but yeah, I do like these collections of old arcade games and what have you. See if I can zoom in on that, let you have a look for yourself. But yeah, complete. And then we've got Manhunt. This one, I can't quite remember how much this one was. I'd hazard a guess at about £6. I think I had Manhunt on the Nintendo Wii, but I've not got it on the PlayStation 2. And that's complete. Now the next one, I think Retro Bear should sit down before I tell you the price of this one. In fact, this is probably the most I've paid for a PS2 game. Is it? No, possibly not. We've got Manhunt 2. And actually, it was quite cheap in CEX when I looked on eBay. We're looking at a little bit more than what I paid for it. £20. 20 quid, seriously, for Manhunt 2. But like I said, on eBay, they're going for more. They're going for more than that. So yeah, I thought, well, I've got my vouchers, I thought I might as well pick this up, and this is Manhunt 2. So, as far as I know, I've now got both the full Manhunt collection. Unless anybody knows if there are any more than that Manhunt 3, I don't know. I haven't heard of it or any spin-offs to it. But yeah, that's Manhunt 2 for the PlayStation 2. Right. Kingdom Hearts. And there were two different cases for this. One was just like the normal coloured inlay, and this one which has got like a foil effect to it. I don't know if it's picking it up on the camera. And so I got this. They were exactly the same price. I think Kingdom Hearts was £8. But the thing with this, I got home and I've got the receipt in here because I took this back. It had the platinum disc in, so I thought, well, I'm gonna have to take that back. I'm not, you know, if it had been a 50p game, a £1 game, I wouldn't have bothered. But this were £8. So a couple of days later, I took it back, took my receipt back, and I took it to the lad at the counter, and I says, I'm afraid it's the wrong disc. It's a platinum disc. It's not the original disc. And do you know what he said? Is that an issue? What? And to be honest, my reply was, well, yeah, to a collector it is. You know, I know they're only working behind there. They're not as passionate about collections and stuff. But come on, is that an issue? Of course, it's an issue. And he was just looking at me going out, and I says, well, yeah, to a collector it is. So what do you want me to do, swap it? I went, yeah, please. Come on, CEX. You know, educate your staff on the importance of collecting. You know, they're quick enough to charge us for retro games, so they do know the stuff about retro gaming, don't they? But yeah, but I mean, in fairness, he changed it, and as you can see, I've now got the proper disc that should be in there. And then lastly, I picked up Kingdom Hearts 2. This was slightly cheaper, £6. And again, it's got the foil type of inlay. And again, they had the same game, but with just the standard. So here's the thing: would you collect both the different covers, the foiler one and the normal one, or would you just pick one like I've done? I picked the foiler one and say, right, that's it, I've got the game, that's now in my collection. What would you do? Because it's playing on my mind. It's the OCD again, it's coming out in me, and it's like, yeah, but there's two different types of inlay. I don't know, what do you guys think? Let me know, put me out of my misery. So that was it for the CEX pickups. And in the last couple of days, I don't know, I'm pretty sure everybody in the retro gaming community will have heard of what's happened, but both Nath Retro 1 and Pete Fighter 2 both text me saying, Sean, look on Amazon, they're selling the PS1 Classic, at £16, and that includes postage. And I'm like, ooh. So I took a look, and sure enough, they were selling it at £16, and I was panicking because I thought, you know, am I going to be able to get one? Are they going to sell out before I get a chance? It come up, you have to be a Prime member for this offer, and I'm like, oh shit. But I did, I took it. I thought, well, I can cancel it in 30 days time. Or perhaps not, I don't know. I wouldn't have thought I'd really use Prime a lot. But yeah, I signed up to Prime, and I managed to snag myself the PS1 Classic. Now this is the second one that I've got. I know it's caused a lot of controversy with the game lineup. A lot of people cancelled the pre-orders. A lot of people, you know, how can I put it, sulked. You know, they're sulked about the lineup. I mean, come on, it's not that bad. I don't think it's that bad. People saying there's no Crash Bandicoot and they haven't put this one, but you know, they can't put every single game on. You know, why weren't people kicking off with the NES Classic, the SNES Classic? You know, there's still going to be games from them systems that weren't featured on it, but nobody kicked up a stink about that. I don't know. I know it's each to their own, and everybody's got their own opinions, but my opinion was, I'm fine with that lineup. There's some good games on there that I will play. As with any of these kind of consoles, there's always going to be games that you're not interested in, but there was such a commotion about it, and to me, I thought it was ridiculous. All them that cancelled the pre-orders, I bet they didn't pass up on this at £16. Suddenly that lineup's not too bad, is it? No. But anyway. But yeah, this one is going to stay sealed. I'm not going to touch that. It's just going to go away in my collection. Like I said, I've got another one and that has been opened. I've played on that, and that will be the one I'll use if I want to play any games on that. In fact, I've even toyed with the idea, I'm not sure if it'll fit, of putting it down on the TV cabinet with the other PlayStations. I'll see how much room I've got. I'm happy with it. I mean, I was happy when it was 90 quid. To me, it's still a collectible. A lad at work, he seemed to hear the rumour that there's going to be a Dreamcast Mini coming out. Has anybody heard that rumour? yeah, if anybody knows about that, please let me know, because I'd buy one of them as well. Anyway, that's it for this video. Thank you to everyone who's watched it, and I think one guy commented that, blimey, you do ramble on a bit, you do chunt it on a bit. I'm like, yeah, sorry about that, I do tend to waffle on. But so I'm going to cut it short, and that's it. I'm not going to ramble on about anything. Thank you very much for watching. Sean from Retro Games Revived. See you later.